talk about another team, and their most recent match was a huge scoring encounter. Delhi, they played Rajasthan, and why don't we just get straight into it? So that last over, 36 needed off 6 balls. Rovman Powell on the crease.
Yeah.
He hits 3 sixes. The third one, a waist high delivery. He's calling for a no ball. All the dugout people of Delhi are calling for a no ball. Umpire doesn't give it a no ball, and as we know now from the IPL rules, an umpire can't check for a waist height no ball um, unless it's a wicket. So the third umpire can't check that. The umpire on field has to make a decision, and he made the decision. Now that rule is stupid and should be changed. You should be allowed to refer no balls and wides, as I've said before on this podcast. But anyway, that's what happened. And then there was a lot of drama. Rishabh Pant sent Praveen Amre uh, onto the field, one of the Delhi Capitals assistant coaches. Um, he called the players back. He was telling Kuldeep to come back, but then Yuzvendra stopped him and told him to go back at his crease. So a kulcha moment right there. But there was a lot of drama, and I don't think that was good for many reasons. One, because you have to deal with the umpire's call, even if I personally did believe that was wrong. And two, it not only in terms of a Delhi point of view, it not only disrupted Powell's flow, it also allowed Obed McCoy, the bowler, time to regroup and time to think. Because after you've just been hit for 3 sixes, your mind is really jumbled. You need to go back to your run up and bowl straight again. But he had time to regroup, and so that's why I think that stunt by punt was that rhymes stunt by punt. But I don't think that was the best mode of action for
Yeah, I
his
mean,
team.
like, I understand why he did it. I don't understand what he did. Uh, in the sense that the motivation was, yeah, obvious. I think that was a no ball as well. But first of all, it wasn't like a travesty that it wasn't given. It was close, and that too
Yeah.
that too in real time, especially.
No,
It's
but like in the heat of the moment, obviously your game depends on it.
no, yeah,
Uh,
that exactly.
yeah,
That's why I understand that he was upset. But obviously, sending him to I think his whole match fee got taken away from him
yeah,
as yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, he suffered some consequence. But yeah, it would have been incredible to see where that over went if that didn't happen. More than anything, would Obed McCoy have been the second West Indian bowler to get uh, to get absolutely slaughtered uh, in the last over, along with our boy Odean Smith? We'll never know.
yeah, of course. Yeah, and obviously that's overshadowed a lot of issues that Delhi Capitals have had. Um, they had a few COVID casualties. Their physio Patrick Farah, who used to be the physio for the Indian team, he's out. A few family members of the teammates are out. Coach Ricky
Hey, yo,
Ponting.
hold on. He didn't mean casualties means deaths, bro.
Yes, I know. Okay, fine. COVID. Yeah, COVID casualties. I'm gonna stick to that
It's
term.
not a, it's not a
Um,
casualty. It's COVID casual.
COVID casualty.
Okay,
They've
okay.
been impacted by COVID. Okay, fine.
That's not what a COVID casualty
Okay,
means.
fine.
A
A
death
COVID
in
lad. A
general.
COVID lad.
A
Okay, so a
COVID
few
case.
COVID lads.
A COVID
Okay,
case.
fine. Yeah, fine. They had a few COVID cases in the camp.
They
A
didn't
few
all die
family
of
members.
COVID, guys. Don't
Yeah,
let
yeah. Ricky Ponting was in isolation. Tim Seifert and Mitch Marsh had COVID. Hopefully they get better soon. I think Mitch Marsh was hospitalized. The rest are just in their rooms, but Marsh's was more serious, I think. So hopefully gets better. But they had some COVID issues, and also in that match, Pant actually found some form. He was striking it at around 200, got a quick 40. So that looks good for Kuldeep. I mean, for Delhi. But yeah, Kuldeep. In the match before that against KKR, Kuldeep. Sorry, was that the? No, I think we already talked about the match versus KKR, right?
What are you talking about?
When was RR versus KKR?
RRKKR we didn't talk about last week.
Yeah, so that was last Monday. Yeah, so we didn't talk about it. Right. Another ex KKR. So no wait. RR was no wait, DC versus KKR. No.
DC, no,
Kuldeep
RR
is
versus KKR, I think was the day after we filmed.
yeah, yeah. When was DC versus KKR?
DC versus KKR, we talked about. Wait, DC versus KKR.
Let us check the schedule. DC versus KKR was yeah, so we covered DC versus KKR. Good. But anyway, Kuldeep. Kuldeep's a great bowler again. He just takes a lot of wickets.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good to see him actually play games because he's not played in the IPL for a few years now, courtesy of the KKR management. But it's good to see him getting the backing and like having the confidence, and he's bowling well. That's another good sign for DC, and we'll end on DC with a positive note after talking about them, that incident with RR.